You're awake. Thank the heavens. I was beginning to think I was too late. Be still. You're injured. And those scars look painfully recent. Here. The boat should have a steady enough course that I can properly look at you now. My apologies for bringing you out of here in a hurry. When I saw your scars, I did not want to take any chances that the guards might find you. If they had, I doubt you would have woken up again. They would have not given you the chance. What did this then? Lightning? A conjuration? No, this looks more like the fire family of magic. Your scars, love. What spell were you attempting when this happened? You've no memory and no idea what I mean. Oh dear. This makes things a good bit more complicated than I expected. Forgive me for not explaining better. I've never seen the moon brighter than it is tonight. I was coming to the shore to admire its beauty when I saw you lying in the sand, injured. When I saw your scars, I knew I had to get to you and bring you as far away from land as possible. Unfortunately, my ship isn't very large, but it is stealthy. We should sneak under the radar of most Royal Navy. Pirates usually know it's lean pickings for boats like this as well. As I said before, if the guards had found you first, they would have killed you. Unfortunately for both of us, they are quite effective on land. The ocean, however, it is a good ally when it chooses to be. Those scars, they look as though your very veins were seared in fire. Yet you do not appear to be in much pain. Tell me the truth, you really have no memory from before you woke. I need you to understand. These scars are not by an accident. They are not from any kind of mundane item or attack or creature. These scars, they are proof of what you are. And what you are shouldn't exist any longer. You are the last mage. I'm not sure how you came to be, but you shouldn't exist. In short, King Atreides called for a war upon magekind many years ago. The man feared that magic, and he would do anything to destroy it. After all, what use does society have for a king if they have mages who can assist? At least, that is what he thought in his paranoid delusions. Once he made up his mind, there was no stopping it. One by one, every city, every town, every village that held even a single mage that was known was trampled over by the king's guard. I know you're the last because my village was the last to be trampled in that war. I watched them drag the last mages away. For years after it was quiet, we all thought, there were no more, and there would never be again. But look at this. Look. These marks. They are proof that the magic runs in your veins. All of the mages bore similar markings from their early years. when the powers were a little bit less under control or from battles with one another. You are a true mage. I can't believe it. I honestly can't believe it. We must get you to my village. You'll be safe there, and I'm sure of it. My mother will know how to help you heal. She already knew you were coming. Yes. She used to tell us in the darkest hours of twilight that the last mage would be born when the moon was at its brightest. Of course, obviously, I should have realized. The moon was radiant tonight, and I felt the near siren's call to answer its beckon to the shore. Something wanted me to find you, for us to meet. I know this is a lot. I know you are probably terrified right now, and quite frankly, I do not blame you. Maybe there's a way to figure out who you were before the magic, but for right now, we need to get you to safety. If we lose you, then we lose the only chance we may ever get to be reconnected to the magic. I know you feel you know nothing of how to control it, but my mother, she always said that one could learn to control it in due time. The scars come from the times before the moment. We'll need to find a way to cover them for now. Fortunately, they seem to be mostly relegated to your arms. We should have dresses that'll cover that. Obviously, we have to lie. If we're stopped by any guards, we lie and lie and lie and pray they are too tired, too bored, or too drunk to investigate further. We can claim that you are my wife. You suffered an accident at sea that caused you to lose your memory, and I'm ferrying you back home so that you may rest. Here. A ring, yes. They'll hardly buy that you're my wife without a ring on your hand. If they ask, we met in Orfield, my village. You were a milkmaid. I was the local adventurer. It was a whirlwind romance, and so on. Your opinions on the king are quite high, and you look forward to more of his rule. The taxes are perfectly fine, and so on. Pray they do not ask, though. Pray we do not meet them at all. They are trained especially to hunt for magic in all of its existence, my friend. And in that, they are not kind. When they came for the others, it didn't matter if they were men, women, or even children. All of them were treated as if they carried some awful plague. Most were carted off, but any who tried to fight back were quickly struck down by whatever anti-magic weaponry they sold their souls out for. Magic is a part of the natural order. Mother said as much. We've seen so many crop seasons fail. Now so many animals are gone from the forest. It's as if the world itself is punishing us all for that madman's hubris. But perhaps, in you, it is willing to give us one final chance. One final gift. One more try before it completely gives up on us. I'd like to think as much, anyway. Come. Put your arm over my shoulder, and I'll help you get to a bedroll I've tucked away here. I'll need to mind the helm throughout the night, lest we be caught off guard, or find our way into the sea serpent's den on accident. Here. There we are. Lie down and rest. I'll have us near shore by dawn, and you'll need your strength if we're to make the voyage through the forest on foot. Horses would catch too much attention, I think. Don't thank me yet, my mysterious friend. Or wife. Not quite the honeymoon I'd imagine either, no. But I suppose we'll make do. Get some rest now. Somehow, one way or another, I will make sure you'd find safety before I even think of sleep. A task like this is far too important. I'll be alright. I am more than used to sleepless nights at this point. War will do that, unfortunately. Good night.